toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. See what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Tyson. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Let's think a second about Arizona State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The number one goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Across the 45. It's a seam wide open. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The gun to give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Huskers are on the move. From the gun, give on the inside. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. And they've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Tyson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Sun Devils! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Sweet cut there. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. At the 20. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Ocean from the wideout. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch, on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Snags it over the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. We saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Grab near the sticks. It's Markway. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Here we go, here we go.
To the ground with the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Markway. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Direct snap. It's Tyson. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Red pass, it's complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. They'll try the run. And the Sun Devils will move the sticks.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now on first down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Levitt. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He tries to take the top off. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Taking it the other way.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The give from the gun. Breaks the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Keeps it on the draw. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Lost a throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Markway. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Huskers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pull it their way in. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The big fellas line up in a goal line defense.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Tyson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat. Get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Sun Devils have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Brown. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Moss. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Tyson. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm just trying to find ways to manufacture extra yards, right? I just get a couple extra in the red zone, and then I get that touchdown that I'm searching for. So I like it. It wasn't ultra productive, but it's a good way to get positive yards.
Pushes ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Back to throw, it's Levin. Flushed out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The official says no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions. He turned the page. He got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off the defender. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Raiola. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Here's the handoff. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going between the tackles, this defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Cornhuskers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back to the well. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Ives. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Complete on 3rd down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got the tight end. He's stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.